Hi guys, this is Luca. I'm gonna take you on a little tour of our garden here at the hotel of Areias do Seixo. Come with me! So guys, we are a no-till market garden, and also we are non-spray, trying to grow as much food as possible using principles that are in theory very sustainable. One of the main principles also behind this form of agriculture, gardening, is biodiversity. Everything is done by hand, which makes it easier, let's say, to maximize the use of the space, giving as much food as possible to two restaurants actually of the hotel. We are very close to the Atlantic Ocean. Our native soil is sandy, which makes it hard in terms of water retention, nutrient retention. In this moment, we're in May, at a transition time for our garden. All the spring crops have left. There's a lot of flowers in this moment. For many parts of the world would be a little bit early, but here it's a bit too hot. We didn't get so much rain this winter, and they are also going to seed quite early. I'm still trying to grow some crops out of season, meaning I'm always having to try to have, for example, radishes, rucola, specialty things that are needed for a restaurant that have high standards of cuisine. Here we're in an area that's also treated with the same principle of market gardening, but we mainly focus on cut flowers, perennial flowers for our needs in terms of decoration. Mainly we have drip irrigation throughout the area, and then this is to be able to do deep watering. I've been here 5 years, and the garden has been established with the opening of the hotel 13 years ago. So the people that came before me, they established trees to try to go the agroforestry way. We're still trying to work with the difference between managing perennial lines versus market gardening. This is our propagation room, built with the geodesic dome shape. Probably not the most efficient greenhouse shape, but somehow it's very cool and cute. Important environment for us in the winter when we can start certain crops earlier than they would outside, and be able to plant them out as soon as the climate allows for it. This that you see here is the heart of our operation, where we have many things happening. We have our office. You can see under these tarps we store the compost that we purchase for our no-till system in our market garden. Very basic washing station where we do the primary washing for the vegetables. Then walking down you can see the shaded nurseries where our propagation room gets too hot. So over there you can see our 3-bay lazy compost system, mainly set up to reutilize the fresh materials that come from the kitchen that are delivered to us daily. So our system clearly is not the perfect system for composting, but it's somehow very labor intensive, and to get a volume that's enough for what we do here on half an hectare, it would be impossible without machinery. We pretty much don't buy any fertilizers. A couple of years ago I invested in a very small bag of red wigglers worms, kept them alive, multiply them. I used that product to fertigate my vegetables when I feel it's needed, mainly in the establishing part of their life. So As you can see from trees around me, this is a quite different part of our garden. Is what we call a food forest. We have some fruits. We have quite a good amount of aromatics that we harvest from here: lavender, rosemary, fennel. Major differences are the dynamics. We're over time not influencing as much the soil in this part, mimicking what happens in a forest. Treated a little bit different from the parts you've seen before as market garden. Here we have established also more of an agroforestry system, which over time could really need less water. Another technique that we use plenty in our garden is that of interplanting crops. In this case, you can see, for example, we interplanted fennel with kale, scallions, some kohlrabi, trying to cover that soil as much as possible, and we're trying to do it by growing food. Okay guys, time to say goodbye. Thank you for joining me in this tour, and I hope it was of inspiration.